Cynthia.
And I'm Chris.
And we're the Hanier Family.
And for those of you who are new here, welcome. Let's enjoy some great music together.
Yeah, so what do we got this time for our Goonies?
Well, this time we are going to do a little bit more Canadian content and a little bit of Indigenous content.
Yes.
I decided because Indigenous Day just passed.
Yeah.
And, we didn't do anything about that yesterday.
Yeah.
So I decided to look, and also because it's Canadian content, it was probably better today for us.
Yeah, exactly.
So as a Canadian content, we are going to do an artist by the name of Willie Dunn. Now, I'm sure most, if not all, of you guys have probably not heard of Willie Dunn. He's a Mi'kmaq from the East Coast.
Yep. So from where Chris is from, basically.
Basically. I don't know exactly where. I didn't look it up.
In that part of the country.
Yeah.
In that part of the country.
Now, he was around in the 60s and 70s, and this song is something that he first did in 1972. I'm not sure this is the original.
Okay.
It sounds a little bit more dynamic than when I heard that actually said 1972 on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this might have been recorded a little bit later, but that's fine. I kind of like the sound of this one more. It was a little higher pitch and just had a little more life,
All right.
Now, it's called I Pity the Country.
Okay.
So it's probably a little political.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the way it should be at this time.
Yeah. So we're definitely interested in this. So we're going to check it out. This is Willie Dunn with I Pity the Country.
I pity the country, I pity the state, and the mind of the man who thrives on hate. Small are the lies of cheats and of liars, of bigoted news press, fascist town crier. Deception annoys me, deception destroys me, Bill of Rights throws me, jails they all know me. Frustrated are churchmen, saving a soul man, Tinker the tailor, the colonial governor. They pull and they bomb me, they're seeking to draw me away from the roundness of the light.
This one has like a little too country of a feel for my taste.
Yeah.
However, he has a really good voice.
He does.
So like it's really clear and not twangy and things like that. So it's a little bit easier to take in.
For sure.
And the message is really good, obviously.
Yeah.
The message is important, I should say. It's just talking about the reality of what it is,
That's true. He's just speaking truths, I suppose.
Yeah, and talking about how deception is awful.
Yeah.
And the media does that kind of thing. And
yeah. And he's just speaking, things about his life and things around him that he's seen. Of course, I mean, being Indigenous, it's very difficult to, see the greed and all that stuff. And of course they're taking it away from those people.
Yeah.
This was their land and it is their land. Simple as that.
Yeah, exactly.
We happen to live on it.
Yep.
But they were here first. It's theirs.
But this is, like I said, kind of an important message you can hear about how he's talking about the greed and the bigotry and the fascism and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, I'm only picking up some of the words, but it's very interesting. Again, it has a kind of a country feel, but I'm kind of used to that, especially with Indigenous artists. It's just very...
I'm used to it. I just don't prefer country sound.
Yeah.
But his vocal is nice, so that's good.
I always found it weird that they go to country a lot. I mean...
Yeah, it's a little strange.
I mean, the leader of our band, our rock band that we were in, Red Ochre, his first album was pretty much a country album.
Yeah.
And, you know, when we came to practice with him, a lot of the songs that we were doing were in a country vein until we, you know, kind of switched them up a bit. They're still kind of country rock even, because you can't pull that out of there, you know, not without changing the song completely.
Yeah.
So I always found it interesting that, you know, Indigenous people sometimes sound a little bit country.
Yeah. Maybe it's due to the fact that they tend to live in very remote places oftentimes.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
But we should keep this going.
All right.
Silly civil servants, they thrive off my body. Their trip is with power, back bacon and welfare. Police, they arrest me, materialists to test me, pollution, it chokes me, movies that joke me, politicians exploit me, city life jades me, Hudson Bay fleece me, hunting lost for me, government is bumbling, revolution's rumbling, to be ruled in impunity is tradition's continuity. I pity the country, I pity the state, and the mind of a man who thrives on hate.
What a good message.
Yeah.
I pity the man who thrives on hate was the last part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He pities the city, he pities the state, he pities the man who thrives on hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, obviously.
Yeah, and he was talking about at the end. He was talking about how, you know, the police arrest him, and and you know the politicians. I forget exactly how that went, but yeah, you know, it just everything that goes on. It's just policy after policy after policy that just is meant to keep him down as an Indigenous man.
Yeah, and they're hungry on power, that kind of thing he was talking about. They they fight for power all the time. Just these politicians and civil servant types.
Civil servants, that's what it was. It wasn't politicians.
Yeah.
Yeah, civil servants.
Yeah. But this is quite a good song, even though it's country-ish, and that part I didn't care for much. But the song itself is really good.
Yeah.
Like the message is really good, and his vocal is really nice.
Yeah. We just thought we'd put this one up because, you know, I'd never heard of Willie Dunn, and you know, it's just weird that I hadn't, being from the East Coast.
And it's good to get to know some more Canadian artists and Indigenous artists as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I should have known a little bit more about these artists. I'm sure George Paul knows who Willie Dunn is.
Probably. But George Paul's quite a bit older than you, and
this is true.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
But this was a really good one, so I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. It was obviously a good one for us. Please don't forget to check us out over on Patreon. It's $3 a month, and we're adding things there all the time. Also, like and subscribe to the channel and become one of our Goonies. Share with your family and friends. Click the notification bell if you don't want to miss a video. And don't forget to enjoy yourself. Later.
Later.